Interrupter, interceptor on the fritz, Ritz of passage, military binge on plasma. Hypnotic, so we've lost it. Sober by redefining layman's terms by blackout and no generator. Autopsy, turvy cadence, raising rent on utility closets. Collective degenerates defaming idea men's deposits. Having a go at razor wire, double dutch, and frisbee toss with saw blades. We're all stayed for the health watch, but came for the cotton candy. On the sandy ride normalcies, we've informally gotten handy at handling loss and straddling fences with the accuracy of blind pilots, trying desperately to thread the needle's island. In a dark room, I can sense the climate here may be better suited for vegetation if it weren't for the radiation.
Well, where's the great American public's going to get a chance to hear the opinions of the real common man?
By studying very hard and becoming a weightless astronaut.
In the photo printer.
Moon's perpetual insured against collision. Calcium withdrawals on either side of life. Knife edge collective group support. Ensure to finding out the directions from your insides to the equator. Thick with desolation, brain stationary craters. And ladders that lead to nowhere. Staring into space, they've erased our imagery to limit the curiosity. Put a 2-drink minimum on time lock, so I'm rocked before I get there. And when does not exist, it's all just yen and lira. Sharple tunnel syndrome causing eye flows to Vera. Cross the double yellows, rinse and run the risk of someone appreciating your patronage. To the last chapter of today's mechanics. After a standard bout with pneumonia, the minutes seem to straighten out.
I think that if things continue to go in this direction.
You done messed up things down here, now you hear some man in the moon, you're going up there trying to mess it in business.
Well, I'm sorry, it was what?
Brains, bones, blood, balls.
There's so many weird things down here. I mean, crazy things. Forget about it. They got tails on the woman. You know, it's really weird.
Structure, institution, touring indecisive decalogue. A hammock strand, the ceramic man, fractal bacteria, appearing in molds across America. Zinc, cathartic, high risk in art. Consecutive 6 on a one-sided die. Bank on a mangus of terms that crawl. Empty and all attention set cold on account of regret and dim sun. Affliction dorsal, a porthole to reach. Orville's rights, chock full of holes. Optional goals, knit 7, pearl 3. Shit, the shape you can form, a face can't be worn when bracing yourself, embracing against events around the insubordinates, and chariots of glass the coordinates for being born under the sign of the unfortunate. A mule like me, adopted, morose, and opted for close. Third kind Odyssey 2010, from the medulla till it echoes like the Bunny Men. This kinda like this war. The only one constant is that some content lives by a life support. Yet only some confirmed to go beyond bird. This kinda like this war. The only one constant is that some content lives by a life support. Yet only some confirmed to go beyond bird. The following is flush, we control and restrict. Self-control got ignored in the stored stimulus. A 4-limit risk, taboo mad lunatic. Veto, daft, in moderation. Block the stations that warn me with tests and bore me to death, so it cancels it out. Uninterest, ready to administer reflex, hammer and water drips. A flea left stammered in the broader lips, doing a 30-yard sprint. I superconduct and used to construct backhand smart chips. Mark my path, non sequitur. With well-bought cars and long lecturers whose plethora of drafts can enlist you for the postmodern prerequisite. And see next to it, that's the utopian society, a play that never wrote me in. This kinda like this war. The only one constant is that some content lives by a life support. Yet only some confirmed to go beyond bird. This kinda like this war. The only one constant is that some content lives by a life support. Yet only some confirm to go beyond bird. Grinding track lightning stills, breaking into hours ago, draw in. Sauce in rotary, grow to be raw skin. Showing off 10-star spurs and bed sheets. Turn said follower to new age chump. Serving set needlehead steeplechaser. Wash down mother's milk and other filthy thoughts. Squat beneath the great electricity. Make pensivity 34 streets. Tour activity and murder more. Meet, get rigged and hitched, config your switch. In the pitch of sombrero, safe for men without hats. And dens without mortar. Why's that recorder that's supposed to be on traffic? Facing you. On a stage of nothingness, console. Count bells, sell me things I won't use. Loose like used bike, whose night was that? Cause I can't remember nothing, but I take it all back. Refund a Ranger, rickshaw driveway. Install cranes, but will it fall sideways? IDIC over thick rims. Lowbrow mighty and the choking victims.
So how might we close open systems?
Dislodge, distill, quit job, sit still. Blame it all on your head, the sharpest tool in the shed. If not, this will still watch its fill. Rain is falling instead of tape drawings of said. Dislodge, distill, quit job, sit still. Blame it all on your head, the sharpest tool in the shed. If not, this will still watch its fill. Rain is falling instead of tape drawings of said. Misquote price, soaked in precise numeric. Order outtakes, bow breaks, and plague posies. Make slowly move, show me 2 or more examples of commemorative stampedes in honor of getting trampled. Me sitting cramped, flanked by my forget-its, reminding you of how much better someone else said it. Finding out the only car you rent without credit is the madness wagon 2-door, stretched out Lex Luthor. Use your highly chosen risk limb for lowbrow mighty and the choking victim.
So how might we close open systems?
Dislodge, distill, quit job, sit still. Blame it all on your head, the sharpest tool in the shed. If not, this will still watch its fill. Rain is falling instead of tape drawings of said. Dislodge, distill, quit job, sit still. Blame it all on your head, the sharpest tool in the shed. If not, this will still watch its fill. Rain is falling instead of tape drawings of said. Nail my eyes on top of things, for watching things much bigger than me. Nail my eyes on top of things, for watching things much bigger than me. Nail my eyes on top of things, for watching things much bigger than me. Nail my eyes on top
That cat, that beer-drinking cat, was very clearly a symbol for her fat car.
Funding, visionary tunneling, dysentery carriage undercoat non-linear, non-conducting cerebelly's rut. Truth-quitting problem fitting in the loosely cut. Paralyzed accounts when the solitude souls. Blue screen stands to lose hippie and the cold. Dark sea and the foes, parts me and my post. Gasket face the task of entirety mulch. Never detour stack, the hypercon reacting to the noise with the less than applicable tact. Backed up by fad rituals, had visuals lacked euphoria. Not to be outdone, do astronauts carry guns and is falling down habitual? Morse aspect, blown broken glass check. Fixed can tanker, run aground anchor and thank the attendant for the runaround. Like-minded voters in a dead social order, you try to soak the water and you eat when you can. Flight, data, recorders, count out live to break through till then. Chain letter smoker in a stain, better purpose with a straight set of circles in a state at the end. Flight, data, recorders, count out live to break through till then. Leveraging input, deception, deliverance, serendip, tenacity, getting teared and ripped away. Equipment faulty, address, law, call for RX, cognizant, jog the memory lap. Testing for body resistance, miniatures render the discus spinature into a cancer patient's progress signature. With mod art of mag lights, match made limiter. Stress light up religious television for a purpose. Lower motivation and project gain reduction. Now that you've read your life, you're allowed to leave with dignity concussions. Keep fewer Klondike settings on the road to better health. And remind me that I'm too short to reach the stuff on the top shelf. It's half full pessimism, third generation enabler propane. Lend the duration stabler than Ken, operation table copay. No way out but up since my downstroke broke in thirds. Like-minded voters in a dead social order, you try to soak the water and you eat when you can. Flight, data, recorders, count out live to break through till then. Chain letter smoker in a state, better purpose with a straight set of circles and a snake at the end. Flight, data, recorders, count out live to break through till then. Low in the way, cord dockets, low in the way you lock it. Low in the way, cord dockets, low in the way you rock it. Currently relate to stomach, from it, summit, side, digital, gender, DNA, seize the day, lead the way to shore relief, catch, release, consumer, basic train occupied, placing names on modified hearts with holes, fit for old urban, breathe the cold air supply, notice the compact size, great for constant lies, anti-skate with a sandstone feel, the rundown homes will seem almost real, time will be the one thing you can't steal, so the cops watch, stop, and my optical blade like lawns. grade from the icons one by one. When the speaker's in their handwriting, thumbs request. And the ringing for your head is a drum sequence. And the pinkish backdrop is dawn.
Still remains, feel the same, feel frame by frame, with plain disdain temperature.
Raw, the eye on requirement, blew a hole through the environment and laughed till I sleep. Fragilely leaped into the deepest end of new. Trashed my room, redundant, all the happiness in you. When the ovation stopped and I dropped out of sight, flew my no patience kite with a key tied to it. See, we tried to sit when everyone stood, initialing our mark on the loneliest of wood. And if it's only as good as the paper it's printed on, behavior is a song meant for all angry typists. Pipe cleaners delight, how's this? CR02 and hovercrafts. Sip the pasteurized full reactor, emphatic grip on a 10 after break. When laughter makes you odd man out, you don't touch the phone and you stonewall guests.
Drifter games, and if the strange feeling in the ceiling block still remains, feel the same, feel frame by frame, with plain disdain temperature. Drifter games, and if the strange feeling in the ceiling block still remains, feel the same, feel frame by frame, with plain disdain temperature.
Vocal cat, oil split, cholesterol blockage under pressure from the graphite, squandering potential. Temperate divorce into out of sequence to man. Separate discourse, loss of facility command. Static is an instrument to measure out the increments of rest it takes to make up for the distances we ran. Allergic reaction to air and work is apparition. Rift accelerated growth of art technician. Blister from affection, both down rationale. A variety of routine checks, capital byproducts. Animation let down, staple table scraps. Transferring weight, answering late, breaking the synapse of maps and diagrams. Antibody pill thrill seek, warheads run fast, you pass out, lapse into things you can't translate. You form scars and change course. It takes so much ricochet from mortars, preoccupation with the vertical blinds that line the acoustic serpico. Obtrusive vertigo, zenith yields the crops of 20 fields. Salvage some reluctant substance crossing the blue shields. It's unclear, dry well in Orson with low Fidel misfortune. Optional dust covering chord, adjust stuttering toward. Distortion plan 9 from outer portions. The illusionary plate, the placebo in the hair, the nostalgia and the poison. The phobia of doors ensure that they're on to the offense. As much as I'd like to endorse light if defined in the right context. You run fast, you pass out, collapse into things you can't translate. You form scars and change course. It takes so much just to concentrate. Aim, infect, and start moves. Constitute calls into the unexplored. You draw blanks and outline. Hand criticize my can stand obscure. Defeat to be defined urge me on to turn around. Adopted service, secret codes, treatment, worried apprehensive leaflet. Concept molding, freeze it upon further instruction. Words of construction, paper frames. They claim their place on nothing's cutting room floor. Gluttons who pour over is an island in huge buildings, slumping into waters held together by the transit arm and the rancid farm of the uncharted. Declare me an antiquated sprint on an unfamiliar barge, an after-hours saint in an honorable discharge. Counterpointed stand still, the color-hungry mandrill, trying to hang glide with a pocket full of anvils. And I'd like to be an integral part, being raised by obligations. What use and proposal did you put at my disposal? No correction, tape and no real improvement. Melt the greatest law, aiming your fist. Permit me to leave a bleaker blue flame. Together in a drill in a well-lit room. Room for the spectacular noon performance. Saline salute, they mean recruit when they wash you out with torrential rains. Siren the ways of a cold, the occasion to make a decision, but it isn't what it wasn't and it never will pan out for me. It's safer to say companies are graves in my point-shaped space when they made the book, getting paid to look like you haven't slept in days or in qualities. People eating through my finish like rust. A very small box, slits to see, up and about. This is just a slip that explains the tubes, inner working wheels and how to execute. Emergency override won't confide in you. Surely we'd go and try all things electric. Tall drink of glass feet, crawl wicked last week's miracle. Mile on pylon metric. I've grown wireless and feel disconnected. See the glass house? See that stone? It's for when I'm locked out, or just when I've had hours of reactions trimmed to one word. Underneath the overcooked son of seizure with tons of problems. Not that inputs aren't perceptive less, that can't be achieved with excessive rest. Recreation I am part of, sharpened hearing when you watch for joggers. Recycle bottles like Chrissy Nichols. I am bitter because I'm worthless. impotent, insubordinate, or more likely to be dumbfound. Tune the lower notes of wreck, violent monothesis act. Stranger days you hit with sticks until I find the correct drum sounds. I punch you out like ballad fix. Smith does more than weather strip. Quit structure, you'll never fit the square peg into a round hole. You invade my space and I'll occupy your mind with hate. For the one time only offer of your shit beliefs inoculate. Do not touch the dead stock pitch, the only thing we share is accidents. And the erratic way that I juggle the metric ton is none of which you should concern yourself with smoking in a gas tank and soaking in the sun. Your drink is radioactive, you actually think just being here is fun. Nebula rain, Andromeda strain like growth and all that's been repeated. Echoes of the report leave me sorted out to be completed. New speed, fixed gravity. Even now everything means your enemy. New speed, fixed gravity. Even now everything means your enemy. Across from mutants on a cover of Invasion opiates. Moves for broken pieces. Leasing eye leaks rubber cement. Bleaching time peeked under the vent. Stare into the chest, inventing silhouettes of the things that aren't there. Filament in the drilling spot, tinfoil and kilowatt, until the box of heaviness is still stopped in midair. Not a fan affairs led by pets. But when it's where you try to get closer to the damage to hear semantics being argued, a granite drew a stick included run-ons loosely handing in some info on the syncopation process. Enigmatic acid kingdom of crush, lord of with such extravagant features as touch activated buttons and throat control voices. Model born efficient, asleep by a stove with options that are risen, led by a moderate operant. Listen, bottling oxygen, docile but driven, capturing corporate unfortunate living. Model born efficient, asleep by a stove with options that are risen, led by a moderate operant. Listen, bottling oxygen, Thorazine verification, floral gene infest, moral bean curd in a hot cold walk, not a time to be picked up. Funeral rakes, the two and all breaks in half, so let this play slow. Placid as its edges, a misnomer aqueous. Intone our obvious list like parodies of hobbyists, dampen reference to the direction clamped by lobbyists.
With such comfortable fast trains, the trip from New York goes very quickly. Building private living quarters. So many people prefer to live in individual houses, and the contrast in the climate. Private living quarters. Grand concourse was built in New York.
Who complains more than the basic? Complacent, patience through. Who complains more than the basic? Patience, complacent. Who? Face it, complacent. Basics. Who complains more than the basics? Complacent, patience through. If strands of any dynamic to dress, damn till you shouldn't have, like roadblocks, course, or ammo. Start, stand, neutral, and force the phase. This is my Foster face, an off-platform edition, $5 magic bucks. Gray matter horns, my first impression of my mirror is right back at you. Caesarean strings barely cling to life, and singing out a key don't mean I won't open up. But listening is complex, like having to perform with a fair weather friend at a carnival when it storms. Can't stress the facts when they raise my ramp, plus my rent. So I went and drank it, dispute, gripe on the side of an ugly world. Miss true calling when I threw my phone, but at the time it was all I could think of. Sometimes rolling with the punches hurts like shit. The zen of stenciling and the root canals and the lost remotes for too many channels. All the tall, volatile, burn it off, side of style, turning pipe copper, locking up my mottos, medicine fix, let us in quick, so we won't get choked by the smoke politics. Too many guts want the last piece of mind, not enough ingredients that exclude yellow 5 in the cello of the beast. Meat cellophane, goodnight moon, goodnight lamp. Hello machine, I gotta get defending for my right to keep pretending that the sky's not descending. But I got a jack to get me through the fall, the glow of mediocrity. Ask me after various stratosphere duds, to keep checking none in the unemployed box, to be more direct about what it was I meant, to try to see a side and have no illusions. But I can't read the rules and yell at the same time. Molotov, volatile, burn it off, side of style, turning pipe copper, locking up my mottos, medicine fix, let us in quick, so we won't get choked by the smoke politics. Sensation crippling regiments in redundance, mended wheat grit, medicinal switch, damaging benevolence, boisterous blue cloister coat, choices low and fast, passing out by loose sight, two rights can join the touch left of center, align with submachine vents, escape the epicenter tense on screenery demand, heather gray disorient, mood swing subsequent, thumb through manuals of wound prevent, wires like broken homes and survival rate decrease, uneven metal walkways, transparencies, bitterness in plant life. Turn pneumatic by the razor wire and tire after a stretch. Learn to wretched up saner. Thin in necessity, heresy of life content. Confusing space with tang containers. Stations, keeping us awake, live. Needing it to make me see everything as fake until all the circuits break. Stations, keeping us awake, live, needing it to make me see everything as fake until all the circuits break. Train sentiment, I'm told by sediment, confused and losing it, 2 blocks up on the right of delusion, dialing shock absorbing, mock conforming tape measurers in the snow, bullet catch a day off, power outage dynamo, theories weary of some things that some say I should know, remotely diffused, choosing to use all of my oxygen up on some asshole. Idle time worship, workshops for disgruntled ones over this feeling. These mind-congealing wheels grind to a halt. Quad angle complaints composed by fuel lamp and a dual lamp lantern battery. Stamps and nasal analgesic, wheezing myself to sleep. Leaving things for tomorrow that I should have done today. And I'd like to listen to you, but my ears get in the way. Stations, keeping us awake, live, needing it to make me see everything as fake until all the circuits break. Stations, keeping us awake, live, needing it to make me see everything as fake until all the circuits break.
Why don't you turn off the record now, and you and a friend talk about all the things that you like about this world of ours. Bye, everybody.